Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to day 7 scatter plots. This is the last topic in Unit 6, Probability and Statistics. So I'm excited to kind of land the plane on this unit today. We're talking about scatter plots. And so scatter plots are just another way of displaying data, right? So we looked at box plots last time over the last couple lessons. Now we are looking at scatter plots. All right, and so we're gonna jump in. By the end of this lesson today, you're gonna do two things. Be able to do two things. One, create a scatter plot. Actually, three things. One, create a scatter plot. Two, be able to talk about what is the relationship between the scatter plot. And then thirdly, you're going to be able to determine what is the line of best fit for that relationship. Okay, so three things that you're going to be able to do by the end. All right, so let's get into it. All right, so a scatter plot is a graph used to determine whether or not there is a relationship between two sets of data, okay? And so whenever you are dealing with a scatter plot, you have two sets of data. In this example, we have temperature and then we have people at the beach, all right? And so we have, for a particular temperature, there's a certain number of people at the beach. And so, if you will, go ahead and label your axes on your coordinate plane because we are going to be, graphing the scatter plot on the coordinate plane. So, the x-axis is numbered by fives. So, starting with 60 all the way to 105, and then the y-axis is the people at the beach, and that is counting by threes. Okay, so again, I'm just gonna label this temperature and then people. Okay, again, make sure that your axes are numbered. Okay, now, so what we're gonna do is we're just gonna plot the points. All right, and that's step one of creating a scatter plot. We're going to take this data, we're going to actually put it on this graph. Okay, so temperature, in this case, temperature is my x value, people at the beach is the y value. Okay, so we go 70, 10, over to 70, up to 10, it is going to be somewhere about there. Okay, then we go 75, 15, about there. 95, 24, so 95 up to 24, we got a dot there. 90 to 20, so 90 up to 20, 20 is about there. Okay, 88 to 25, 88, then up to 25, about there. Okay, 80 to 19, 80, then up to 19, about there. 65 to 3, and then 60 to 2. Okay, all right, and so we have graphed our points. Now we have our scatter plot, and that's that. So that's the first thing, being able to create a scatter plot. You're just plotting points on one quadrant of a coordinate plane. All right. Next thing we're going to talk about is, just like when we were doing functions, there are some relationships. Okay, and so we're going to talk about that. There are three types of relationships. All right, or correlations. Correlations just means there's some type of connection or relationship for them. Okay, again, we're going to think about these just like when we did functions. If it is moving, as we're reading the graph from left to right, so as it's moving from left to right, which direction is it going? Okay, as it moves from left to right, this one is increasing. It is going up. It is going up and to the right. That is, just like it was last time, it is a positive relationship, okay? When you are looking at it from left to right and it is going down, that is a negative relationship, okay? So you got positive when it is going up. As you're going from left to right, it is increasing. Negative, decreasing, going down from left to right. And then this one, these dots are just kind of all over the place, right? And there's no real clear, you can't sort of, there's not like, they're not moving in sort of a line. That is no relationship, okay? So you sometimes have scatter plots where there's just no correlation, there's no connection, there's no relationship between the two sets of data, okay? So that is, again, the three types. So again, I told you, one, you would be able to to make a scatter plot, just graphing the points. Now, step two is being able to, identify the relationship. Is it positive, negative, is it none? And then the last thing, this is the last thing that we're gonna do, is when you have a scatter plot, there is what's called the line of best fit. The line of best fit is a line through the scatter plot of the data points that best expresses the relationship between those points, okay? So when you are looking to draw a line of best fit, it is about half of the data should be above the line and half of the data should be below the line. That's really important to remember. Half of the data should be above the line and half below, okay? So I'm gonna show you what that means, okay? So for these two, I'm gonna draw the line of best fit. So when I draw the line of best fit, I want to make a line that goes about through half. It's like halfway between all of the points, okay? And so that's roughly the line of best fit. So it's a line that goes, again, half of the points are on this side, half the points on the other side. Same thing for the next one. If I was going to identify or determine the line of best fit, okay, I wouldn't pick a line that goes through some of them. I want to pick a line that goes about halfway through all of them, okay? So again, you see there's this line. Again, you got some that are above, you got some that are below, but you want to get a line that goes right in the middle, okay? There is no relationship there, so there's no line of best fit, okay? So lines of best fit is only where there is either a positive or negative relationship, okay? Now, just to go back to the first one we did, if I was to draw a line of best fit, again, I'm gonna change the color this time since it's, a line of best fit would be approximately something like that, okay? So again, it touches some of my points, but then I got some points that are above it, but then I also got some points below it, okay? So the line of best fit just kind of goes through the middle, and some are going to be above it, some are going to be below it, but you're just looking for kind of the halfway point. All right. Now, let's start kind of wrapping this up. All right. So now I've done the three themes. Okay. First, create a scatter plot. Secondly, determine the relationship. Is it positive, negative, or none? And then thirdly, figure out what is the line of best fit. So I want you to use the notes that we just did, the first, that example, and I want you to do this next one on your own. So pause the video, use the notes, and then I want you to check it once you have done it. All right. So the two sets of data is we have the miles from the city, so these are the number of miles, and then the cost of rent. All right, and so we have it, and we're going to plot. All right, make our scatter plot. So 14 is about here, then 975 is about right there. Okay, then we got 20 is about right there, and 900 Okay, 10 and 1,000, so over to 10, up 1,000, right there. 5 and 1,400, 5 is about in here, 1,400, right there. 1 and 1,500, 1, 1,500, right there. 3 is about right here, 1,475, up here somewhere. And then 28 and 800 is right there. Okay, so we got our scatter plot. All we're doing is taking the data. We are plotting points. Okay, so number 1, it says sketch the line of best fit on the graph. Okay, so again, the line of best fit is a line that would go through kind of halfway point of the points. So did I miss one? I think I missed the point. 8 and 1250. There we go. That should have been 8, 1250. All right. So let me make sure I got all my points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. Now we go. So our line of best fit would be about. Again, it actually, let me change this from another color. Let's go red. All right, our line of best fit would be somewhere, okay, about like that. Okay, again, that should be straight, but it's not. Okay, so our line of best fit is where, again, there's some that are above it, but then there's some that are below it, and it's just halfway, right? It's kind of the halfway mark between all of our dots. Okay, so again, we want our line of best fit to be like right in the halfway point of all of our dots, some above it, some below it. All right, so I sketched my graph, my line of best fit. Okay, now question number 2 is, what is the relationship? Well, as this graph is moving to the right, it is going down. Okay, it is going decreasing, so that is a negative relationship. All right, and then question number 3 says, if the rent is $850, how far do you think is from the city? Okay, so again, if I'm looking at my graph, 850 is about right up in here. Okay, so where would I expect this to be, right? Well, I would expect it to be somewhere in here between 22 and 25. Okay, so you know, I would expect it to be somewhere in here. So I would say between 22 and 25 miles is where the rent would be $850. Because again, $850 is here, is somewhere. Okay, if you wanted to be precise, you could say about 23. Okay, so that's somewhere about in the middle is what I would say as, again, what you would expect based on the relationship. All right, now got a couple more. Just want to the last 4 problems, we are just determining what is the relationship. Okay, so is it positive, is it negative, is it none? These should be pretty easy because we spent time looking at functions, and it is the same for scatter plots. All right, so pause it, answer these last 4. All right, here we go. So move from left to right is going down. It's going down, negative relationship. This one, the dots are there, here, there, everywhere. There's no relationship there. This one, as we're moving from left to right, it is kind of going up, increasing, positive. As I'm going from left to right, kind of going down, so that is negative. All right. And just for extra bonus, hey, take a minute and draw the line of best fit for each of those that either have a positive or negative relationship. Okay, so take a minute, just draw a line. Draw the line of best fit. Okay, again, line of best fit should be about halfway between each of the points. So for this one, if If I'm gonna draw a line of best fit, it is somewhere like that. Couple above it, couple below it. All right. For this one, there is no relationship, so there's no line to draw. Okay. For this one, all right, we are going. Okay. Actually, let me do that again. Oh, come on now. Talk to me nice. All right. That's about it, right? About in the middle, couple above it, couple below it, line of best fit. And be that. All right. So that's it, guys. 3 things we learned today. 1, how to create a scatter plot. Just simply plot the points from the data. Secondly, being able to determine whether it has a positive relationship, a negative relationship, or no relationship at all. And then lastly, being able to determine what is the line of best fit. Just thinking about what line, okay, or what's this line that would go through all of the points about halfway. All right, that kind of shows the relationship of the data. All right, hey, over the next couple days, we're going to spend some time reviewing in preparation for our unit assessment. So hopefully, if you have any questions, feel free to comment, ask a question, raise your hand, or be sure to give me any feedback, like, subscribe, comment if you haven't already, and we out.